Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. I'm doing a first impressions on the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This is $40. It comes in 34 shades. Okay, so let's go through some of the claims that they have on their website. It's supposed to be oxidation resistant. It is supposed to be full natural looking coverage, be a comfortable 16-hour wear foundation. It says that it's supposed to help protect skin from blue light damage and from pollution. It is shine proof and transfer proof. It's supposed to be medium to full buildable coverage, a soft matte finish, humidity proof and sweat proof. Okay guys, so I am going to be doing an all-day wear test on this. It is around 9 o'clock in the morning right now. I have already put it on my face. If you would like to see me applying it and my thoughts as I apply it, well, you know what to do. Just keep watching. Alright guys, let's hope that this works this time. I just filmed putting it all on my face and then I realized that my camera wasn't filming. So let's try again. I just washed it all off my face, so let's try again for the second time. All right, so I am gonna put some of this Hangover RX primer on my face just because I just washed all of my other moisturizer off, and since this is a matte foundation, I know I definitely am going to need some hydration in my life. So now I am in the shade Fiji Light 5. So I'm just going to do a little squeeze of that on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my e.l.f. microfiber sponge to put it on my face. Normally I would use a sponge with every and all foundations, but especially since this is a matte foundation, I'm definitely going to use a sponge. I'm just going to do what I would normally do every other day. I don't normally use a brush, so I'm going to go in with a sponge. Squeeze about that much out. You can see it is a runny formula. This is good coverage. You can see it is covering up absolutely everything on my cheek. Not sure how fast this dries down, so that's why I wanted to work in one little area at a time. Guys, it looks beautiful. It looks so good. Can you see that? Looks so good on my cheek. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so it's definitely a matte foundation. Well, you can kind of see a glow there, can't you? Huh. Look at that. Okay. Well, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I guess it isn't extremely matte, and maybe that does have to do with the moisturizer primer that I put on underneath of it. But I think that it absolutely looks beautiful. I don't know if you can tell on there. Normally I have problems in between my eyebrows and around my mouth, and I am not seeing any issues around my mouth or in between my eyebrows. I don't think I've had a matte foundation that I actually like, and this looks beautiful, guys. You can see right here where I probably could have used a pore filling primer. Can't help it if I got big pores. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so guys, this looks beautiful. I mean, it really did even out everything, blanked out everything. It is just so pretty on the skin. I can't get over it. I really can't. Like, this looks so good. I feel like it actually blurred out the pores on my nose once I just blended that little patch in right there. Guys, this is beautiful. I cannot say enough, and I have extremely dry skin. If you've been with me for even a day, you know that my skin is so dry and flaky and peely and just all over the place, a mess. And this looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. So let me get, you know what, let me finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back, and then we will start the timer and do some check-ins. I'll be right back. All right guys, so I did the rest of my makeup. I haven't put a setting spray on because I did want to get back on here and show you guys exactly what this looks like before I put a setting spray on, and then maybe again after. So I do, it's beautiful. Let me first say that. For a matte foundation on my dry skin, I thought that this was just going to be a disaster, but everybody was raving about it. So I said, I'll give it a shot. I'll do a test on my skin, see what it looks like. I love it. I think it's beautiful. Again, I have only had it on for like 20 minutes just to put it on, then do my makeup, but it looks amazing. So I don't know if you can tell, I'm gonna get in real close here, but it's sticking to dry patches right around my mouth here or on my chin. Sorry if you just got a shot right up into my nose. But so it's a little bit around my chin area, and then I don't think there's anything really bad going on in between. It's not settling into my lines. Like you can still see my lines in my forehead, but it's not getting into, it's not settling into those lines. It looks so good. Like I honestly can't believe how good this looks. Can you see how excited I am? I think it's absolutely beautiful. All of the powders that I put on top, like my bronzer and my blush and my highlight, everything was powder. Everything blended beautifully. I didn't powder my face because I'm not powdering a matte foundation on my dry skin. So it looks absolutely amazing at this point. It is 9:05, if you can see that. 9:05 right now a.m. So I am going to do a couple check-ins. Okay, so this is what it looks like without a setting spray. Let me put a setting spray on. Not even a setting spray. I mean a setting spray, but more of a hydrating mist. This that I talked about in my favorites video because I absolutely love it. I think it is beautiful. Yes, I drenched my face. Yes, I do. All right, guys, I think that is it for right now. That may have helped my chin look a little better there. I don't know, you guys. I think that this is absolutely beautiful. I'm blown away. I think it's amazing. Again, as of right now, 25 minutes in. So I'm going to do a couple check-ins today. Hopefully this stays fantastic for the rest of the day, but we will see. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Guys, I had to get back on here because this is like, guys, this foundation is so beautiful. Granted, it has only been an hour since I applied it, but it is so pretty, like so pretty. I don't know that I have ever seen a foundation look more beautiful on the skin and blow me away like this. Like this foundation has blown me away. And granted, you do have to prep your skin correctly if you have dry skin. You most certainly have to put a hydrating primer, moisturize, make sure that your skin is prepped correctly before you put this on if you have dry skin. I don't know about oily skin. I don't know. I don't have that problem. But dry skin people, prep your skin, and I think that this will look absolutely beautiful on your skin. So I'm gonna keep wearing it, but I just had to get back on here and tell you that I keep looking in the mirror and I'm like, man, this looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Okay, so it is 2:29 right now, and I have had this on for 5.5 hours now. I put it on at 9. Yes, 5.5 hours. Okay, so what I've been noticing for the past like 2 hours now, that's why I wanted to jump on here real quick and show you, is around my mouth. You can see that it is breaking apart. You can see all of my dry patches, all of the flakiness that I have on my chin and underneath of my nose, all the way around my mouth, which is normal for me. I have it all the time. It is just a daily struggle with my dry mouth, under nose area. So I exfoliate all the time, physical and chemical exfoliants. It's just part of my skin. I am accepting it at this point. I still do all those things, but I still have really dry, flaky skin, and that's just the way it is. And most foundations don't look good underneath of my mouth, underneath of my nose, on my lip, all around here. Most foundations, even hydrating foundations, don't look good there. They break up after a few hours, which is what is happening here. But I do want to say that absolutely everywhere else on my face looks amazing. My forehead looks great. In between my eyebrows still looks great. My cheeks look great. My nose looks great. Everything else looks fantastic still, even after 5 hours. So I am still going to give this foundation a thumbs up because I am still loving it. And like I said, I do think that it blurred the big pores that I have on my nose. I don't think that it claimed that, but it definitely did for me, which is a super huge plus for me because my pores on my nose are really big. But I think that this is still beautiful after 5 hours. There is this issue here, and I'm sure that if I really tried and exfoliated this area better before I put on the foundation the next time, I'm sure this would look even better, like the rest of my face. But I did want to jump on here and tell you guys that and show you what I have been seeing. I'm going to keep this on for another couple of hours, probably around 6 or 7 o'clock. I will be back to do my final check-in right before I wash my face for the end of the night, and I will let you know my final thoughts. Oh, hold on, wait. We're not leaving yet. I got my mask. It said, let me take these off. It said that this is transfer proof. So I wanted to have my mask here because this is part of daily life now. So having a foundation that is transfer proof is kind of necessary now when every time we leave our house we have to have a mask on. So I figured I would put this on and we would see how it goes. I did not powder my face. I just put the foundation on and did not powder. Most of the time I don't powder, especially if I have a matte foundation. It just makes everything look so much worse on my dry skin. So let's give this a shot and see if it's transfer proof. So there it is on. Okay, let's see how it did. I see nothing. So that is fantastic. This foundation definitely does dry down. It does not transfer. So this is really great. And I don't think that it took anything off of my face. I think that that makes this foundation even that much better. So transfer proof, A+. I think that it definitely is transfer proof. So, all right guys, I'll be back in a couple hours. Okay guys, so it is 7:18. Hopefully you can see that. 7:18 at night. I just got back from watching a soccer game, one of my kids' soccer games, and I am so pleasantly surprised by this. So it has been on for 10 hours now, 9 to 7, 10 hours. So it is obviously all, you know, broken up around my mouth. And it is breaking up like around here, but that's because I wear glasses. So it is, you know, coming apart right there. But other than that, okay, so everything else still looks really good for being 10 hours in. Like my forehead still looks great. Nothing ever settled into any of my lines anywhere on my face. In between my eyebrows, on my forehead, my smile lines, nothing settled into any fine lines. And my cheeks still look great. Most of my nose still looks great. My forehead still looks great. It's just that really dry area that I have around my mouth. I'm telling you guys, I am so pleasantly surprised by this foundation. It's so beautiful. I'm so happy that I bought it. $40 is a little bit expensive, but compared to other foundations out there, it's not that bad. It's not drugstore pricing, but that's okay. I am absolutely in love with this foundation, and I think that it looks so good 10 hours in. I mean, you can't say that with many foundations. So I am going to keep wearing this. I'm going to exfoliate around my mouth more and see if that helps the breaking up around my mouth any better. But everywhere else looks fantastic. It is transfer proof. I showed you that with the mask earlier. It said, I think 16-hour wear. I didn't do 16 hours, but I did close. I did 10. So I would definitely recommend this to anyone that's looking for a matte foundation. This is a good, hold on, let me take that back. This is a great matte foundation, especially if you have dry skin. My skin is so dry and this looks so good, except for around my mouth, which that's all foundations. Like I've said, all foundations really do break up around my mouth, and this is the same as all the other ones. But since it is a matte foundation, I thought this was going to be worse, and it's fantastic. I love it. So I would recommend this to anyone who's looking for a good matte foundation. Well, that's it for this video, and I hope that this review helped you, and I will see you guys in the next one.